Okay, here we have this Fargo Industries, and we're looking at the Consumer Products Division, and they've given us a condensed income statement. It has sales and cost of goods sold on it, some administrative expenses, and income from operations. And don't worry about this part right now. So they're considering ways. What they want to do is try to increase the return on investment. So think about, they want to increase ROI, that's what return on investment is. Okay, and the way we calculate it is return on, so it's net income or operating income, whatever they give you. Investment divided by assets. Okay, what's invested in the company. And this time what we're doing though is we're going to use the DuPont formula for return on investment and determine the profit margin, investment turnover, and return on investment of the Consumer Products Division. And they're assuming that $55 million of assets have been invested in the company. So here is the here's the formula. This is the DuPont formula. And first of all, we've got net profit margin. So net profit margin is income divided by sales times asset turnover, and that is how many times your assets go into the amount of sales that you had this year. Okay, so it's asset turnover is 1.5 times. That's how many times they turn over their assets. That's how to think about it. And the net profit margin is that they're making, this is operating income divided by sales, they're making 16% at this point. So the only ways you can increase this is to either increase the asset turnover, like you can increase net income. No, you've got to increase sales, sorry, sales, or decrease your assets, okay, one of the two, or you can increase net income, all right, and increase or increase sales. So what happened here is they decided they could cut the expenses by $1,650,000 without decreasing sales. So that's what this part was up here. If I take $1,650,000 out of my expenses, these are my new expenses, and that's my new income from operations. Okay, so in the first one, my net profit margin is 16% times asset turnover gives us 24% return on investment. Okay, and in fact, if you wanted to, this cancels out, and you could just use net income divided by total assets. Okay, that's where ROI sort of comes from. But what's nice about taking it apart like this with the oh, for God's sake, with the DuPont method is that it helps you see the elements of it. Okay, so you can see the pieces. So if we decrease expenses, then net income is going to increase, right? So net income increases. I'm dividing it by the same sales. So now my net profit margin is 18% times 1.5. My ROI is 27%. Okay. So that's that.